So you're listening to WOW Radio, but you know that, don't you? I don't have to remind you. It's SiriusXM, it's Stars, it's 107. Every Wednesday at 11 o'clock, Leslie Stahl, Cynthia McFadden, and a whole bunch of WOW women. We'll tell you a little bit more about who some of them are going to join you. But right now...
Well, in fact, one of us... Go ahead.
Well, no, you can do it. We have one of our favorite WOW women on the phone.
Guess who it is? It's Murphy Brown. It's Candice Bergen. Are you on the phone, Candy?
Yes, I am, Leslie.
How are you? Candy is performing in The Best Man, Gore Vidal's brilliant play. I think I'd like to say it's about Adlai Stevenson. You're going to tell us what it's about. She's on Broadway. How are you doing?
I'm having a wonderful time. It's a great play and a wonderful cast.
Yep.
And we're working hard and having fun. It's a very nice experience.
It's hard work, isn't it, Candy?
Yeah.
Is it? Explain to people who don't know that it's different work than doing a weekly program on television. Explain to listeners.
Well, it's similar to doing a half-hour comedy. Murphy Brown, we shot once a week in front of a live audience every week for 10 years. So
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. You didn't go straight through though, right?
No, it wasn't live, but the audience was alive as opposed to a dead audience. And so
bada ba boom.
Yeah, exactly. But Broadway, it's nice because or any theater, you do a piece from the top to the end, and you get to have the through line. But it's very hard work and very little money, so everybody does it for the love of the work, which is nice, and it's great fun. But it's 8 shows a week, which is a lot. 2 days you have 2 shows a week, and today's one of them. So, but the show plays very well. It gets lots of laughs. People are completely intrigued and focused on it. James Earl Jones, Angela Lansbury, John Larroquette, Eric McCormack from Will and Grace, and Michael McKean from all of the Chris Guest films.
What a cast!
Yeah, it's a terrific cast.
And of course, it's about politics, and we're right in the midst of an election. Does it relate to this one in any way? Do you think?
It's very eerie how nothing has changed in so many ways. Contraception in 1960 was even that long ago was a topic that you wouldn't go near. Evolution was dangerous to go near, and the underhandedness was certainly a staple in the American political life. And Gore was very much a political insider. He was close friends with the Kennedys. He was related to Al Gore.
I love it.
Yeah. So, and it's on the nose and has not been rewritten in any way, and it's really on the money. So it's a lovely play to do, very engaging.
Candice, you gave an interview to New York Magazine that's out right now, and I have to say I was surprised at some of the things you revealed about yourself. You haven't been exactly in the pink of health recently.
I revealed, because this was a very smart reporter and he sort of knew, I revealed that I had been hospitalized, I think it was now 6 years ago, for what was announced as high blood pressure, but it was in fact a minor stroke. And I'm in perfectly fine health now, and
wow.
But
that must have been terrifying.
It was.
Because you're very young.
Well, I'm.
You are very young. I say
I'm
that.
65,
well,
but very young now, and I feel great. And but yes, it just means that you keep your eye on the ball more than you might have otherwise.
So are you having to watch everything? Do you have to watch what you eat and exercise more and all that?
Leslie, I deny myself nothing, really.
That a girl. That's why we love you, Candy. Yes.
I'm such a pig, I can't even tell you. So, of course, I'm way overweight and always will be, but I just can't do it. So
here's what you told New York Magazine. This is my favorite line I think I've seen in a magazine ever. The reality is I don't look like I used to, and I don't care.
Well, yeah, I don't care. I don't care much. It's true.
Of course, you're the most beautiful woman. So
yeah.
Candy saying this is ridiculous. She's gorgeous. But I love it. I love the candor.
Well, thank you, Leslie. But he was a very good reporter, very smart, and you know, if you're going to do those things, you have to, I think, be honest, if only to save your soul.
So, Candy, have you ever had any regrets about not taking that big journalism offer when Don Hewitt asked you if you wanted to be Leslie Stahl? Did you want to be on 60 Minutes as a journalist?
You know, that he made the offer completely leaves me like, what happened to him? But I don't have regrets, in part because I got to do Murphy Brown, which was
of course, journalism.
I got to pretend I was a journalist for 10 years.
And we get to pretend we're Murphy Brown. So
exactly, and that was just the most fun work experience I could ever have had, and so gratifying. So no, I don't have any regrets about it. But it was a very nice offer to get.
So you and I, Candy, this is Leslie, actually met in 1968. Because we've already talked about age, so no one's going to be surprised that you and I were working girls in 1968, and you were a journalist. I met you when you were on a photo shoot in the 1968 campaign.
Right.
Do you remember? You may not remember me, but do you remember that you were covering politics as a photojournalist?
I remember covering the campaign and covering Nixon and flying to Oregon with Nixon and flying, I don't remember now where, but someplace in the West with Bobby Kennedy and writing about it. I think it was for Cosmo at the time. But yes, and I think I also photographed one of the campaigns for Time magazine.
So you really did kind of start off thinking about
very much a kind of.
Oh, Candy Bergen, you're always too modest.